It's Friday. Do you know where your bass player is? Well, according to his latest text, he'll be here in just a minute as soon as his mom can drop him off. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 277 of SMG Viewers Comments, my show where I try and answer your comments and questions to the best of my ability. Doing things a little bit differently this week, going back to a single camera. Thought I'd try to do something a little more vlog style, a little bit more up close and personal, as it were. Anyway, if you got a comment or question about pro audio, mixing, guitars, any amps, you name it, anything along that line of thought, feel free to leave it below because I love hearing from you guys and I love answering your questions. And just a heads up, we are having an early Black Friday sale for today and Sunday on Pro Mix Academy. These deals only come up once a year, so make sure to check that out. We'll have more on that in a couple of minutes. Anyway, let's get right to it.
That Harley Benton looks a lot like a Solar ripoff. Is Ola aware of this?
Are you aware that many guitars come out of the same factories in Indonesia and Korea these days? Okay, well, let's take a look here for 1 second here. Let me go grab that Harley Benton. So here's the Amarok 6. I've had this on the show quite a bit as of late because I'm really enjoying it. I just tweaked the neck out slightly, and I gotta say this guitar plays like absolute fucking butter. But notice the headstock? And it's got EMG pickups. I also threw on that Fishman triple play. If you guys haven't seen that video, it's called Can You Play Metal on a Guitar Synth? And it goes into the whole history of guitar synths and how you can apply them today. It's really fascinating stuff. I definitely recommend checking out that video. But this is a very nice neck through. Harley Benton really stepped up their game with this Amarok series of guitars. I fucking absolutely in love with it. It's probably the best guitar I've ever played for under $500. Now, I've also got this amazing Solar V here. The neck's a little bit thinner, also neck through body. Got the matte finish. Really like this guitar. Notice the difference in the headstock design. This is an extremely well-balanced guitar. I had it on there a little while ago. Lent it to Tim McNerney from Tortured Saint, and he tuned it down to B. Thanks, Tim. I'm going to be putting it through its paces on an upcoming episode real soon. But this is an absolutely lovely guitar. Doesn't really remind me of the Harley Benton at all. This actually feels a little bit lighter. Now, here's a Solar E1.6. What body style is this? Is this ripping anyone off? I don't think so. Again, neck through the body. Got a review coming up on this. Like the wood grain, that's kind of fun. Beautiful fucking locking tuners on it. And EMG pickups, outstanding. Yeah, sits great. The balance is really good. Definitely want to do a review on this. Very cool. But oddly enough, that guitar reminds me an awful lot of this. Oh, is Solar Guitars ripping someone off? Inquiring minds want to know. Look at this, it's a Chapman Ghost Fret. Neck through the body construction, lock tuners, Seymour Duncans, and definitely a shorter neck scale as well. This guitar doesn't down tune so well, but like for standard tuning, it's really fucking amazing. Very happy with this guitar. So yeah. That's the big question. All these guitars coming from the Far East, are they ripping each other off, or is it just the fact that they all come out of the same factory or same group of factories? That reminds me. Now, I've also got this absolutely incredible Amarok 7-string. Notice the design, different headstock design there. Same thing though, locking tuners, EMGs. They're the slightly different EMGs. Is this ripping someone off? I wouldn't know. I don't have a Solar 7-string to try out. Hey, Ola, maybe you can help me out with that. Seriously though, the big difference I noticed between, say, the Amarok series and the Solars is the Solars have slightly pointier horns. And once again, a different headstock design, so there is that. Let's throw an image up of that 6-string baritone blue one that I've got. Yeah, you can definitely see the difference in body stylings. Like, let's put mine here, and let's put the baritone here. Yeah, looks a little bit different to me. But then again, it really comes down to quality of the instrument, and I gotta say, I have never played a Solar that I didn't immediately fall in love with. But Harley Benton's definitely stepped their game up as well. It's a great time to be a guitar player.
Really thinking of buying the vertical 2x12. Wish they'd branch out and make cabs with speakers other than vintage 30s though. Good speakers, but everyone and their grandma plays vintage 30s these days.
You are absolutely 100% correct on the money. It seems like, we discovered the vintage 30 on the Andy Sneap forum back around 2004, 2005, and it's become the de facto staple metal speaker, which kind of blows, to be honest with you. I mean, there's so many more variations out there, like some really amazing stuff. Speaking of Ola, I've seen him demo the Hezu cab, or Hezu, however the hell you pronounce it. It looked super impressive. I've had a lot of success with the WGS stuff. In fact, I'm absolutely in love with their Reaper speaker. It's amazing. And I'm also gonna have a couple of speakers from Empyrean coming up real soon. They're gonna debut right here on Spectre Sound. And they're designed specifically for high gain, and they are absolutely amazing. You guys haven't heard them yet. They got slowed down by the whole coronavirus thing that kind of hurt their production. So they've been asking me to hold off on releasing these videos. I've been sitting on them since like last February. So just bear with me. They will be coming out soon. They just got to ramp up their production. But the good news is, yes, we're finally going to get some options other than the Vintage 30. Now, the Vintage 30 is great, but the problem is everybody's using it. It kind of reminds me of that line in The Incredibles is like, when everybody's special, nobody's special. Oh man, my background light went out.
Hey Glenn, what about affordable bases?
Wow, I swear this is like the Harley Benton episode. Next time I do something like this, I had to maybe get sponsored for it. Seriously. Anyway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to order up a Harley Benton base and I'm going to have it delivered to a buddy's house. That way I won't get any preferential treatment. You know, if they see my name on an order form, they'll probably go and pick out their best one. And I don't want that. I want the real customer experience. So I'm going to do an episode on ordering something from Thomann in North America. See how long it takes to come to the country, what the import fees, any of that shit are. And yeah, I want to take a look at some of the affordable Harley Benton bases, see if they're worth investing your very hard-earned cash into. So please, do me a favor, hit that fucking subscribe button. That way you'll get notified when that episode drops.
Hey Glenn, I love your channel and your videos. I'll share with you one thing I learned from Peter Buck of REM. He had an issue with the mics on his amps and changing the tone he heard when he stood back when he played. His solution was quite simple but effective. He placed the mics where his ears were rather than on the speaker. I think this could be something you could definitely utilize with cleaner sounds and maybe interesting with distorted guitars. Keep the videos coming and fuck you, Glenn.
Well, the problem with distorted guitars is we want a tight sound, and you pull that mic back from the cabinet, you're going to get more and more of the room in the sound, and you're going to lose that focus. It really doesn't lend itself that well. That technique I've heard about before. I know they did it on a couple of Ramones records, like, well, we're in the room, do you like the sound? And they point the mic there. That might be great for clean or slightly over-drumming guitars. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Most I've monkeyed around with room sounds was I took a couple of Rode NTRs I had up in the room and just kind of threw them up in a stereo pair back from the cabinet. And that was kind of nice for adding some depth. I mean, you know, but you got to definitely weigh your cost. How much focus are you going to lose for room tone, and how far back is that going to push your guitars in the mix? Remember, it's not just about making the biggest guitar sound of all. It's about getting it to fit all together as one giant congruent piece. Speaking of making it all fit together, we've got an amazing sale going on today and Sunday, not Saturday, today and Sunday. It's the early Black Friday Pro Mix Academy sale. We've got all kinds of specials going on, including the Ultimate Rock Mixing Bundle and the Everything Bundle. Now, just double checking here, make sure I get my list right. We've got the Killer Guitar Tones Bundle, which is my course, Total Heavy Guitar, with Scott's Guitar Tone Mastery. So that covers real amps and it covers amp sims. It's absolutely unbeatable. You can get it for one low price today and Sunday. And the Ultimate Reaper Guide, that's going to be up for grabs as well on sale. I know a lot of you guys got that last spring, and a lot of you guys absolutely love that lesson. And if you didn't get a chance to get it on sale, now's your chance. We've also got the Glenn Fricker Mentor Bundle, which is all my courses, including Total Heavy Guitar, producing prog metal, the symphonic folk metal, all that. That's all in one course. The Mixing Reaper with free plugins, that's all for one. Now, we've also got a real special bundle cooked up specifically for the Spectre sound audience, and that is the Metal Production Bundle. And we get Total Heavy Guitar, Mixing Symphonic Folk Metal, Producing Prog Metal, Mixing Math Rock, The Ultimate Guide to Reaper, Understanding Audio Essentials, Guitar Tone Mastery, and Mixing Extreme Metal. Value on that is $826, and today and Sunday it is going for $197. That is a 76% discount. Grab it while you can. It is not going to last. These deals only come up once a year. Follow the link in the description below. Get better at what you do. And oh yeah, if you buy a course, you're going to get access to the SMG Premium Discord, where I'm going to give you guys feedback once a week. So if you get a course, you want some feedback, see how you're doing, come hang out on my Premium Discord, and I will listen to your mix and let you know what I think. And we kind of do it as in small groups and help each other out. It's a really cool way of doing it. Just a little extra incentive to say, hey guys, grab the courses and increase your skills. Anyway, follow the link in the description below. Now back to the show.
So you've covered budget 500 series on this channel, but what 500 series power supply would you recommend that won't break the bank?
That's the $100 million question. I've been trying desperately to get one of those Midas 500 series power supplies in on the show, and they just have not been available due to the coronavirus thing. I mean, like, they just cannot get them into stock. Now, they've got a 6-slot one and a 10-slot one. I want to try the 10-slot out, see how it works. I've heard some things on gear slots that they introduce noise into the mic preamps, but then it gets gear slots, so who the fuck knows? Half the shit posted on there, you can just throw it in the garbage because the bullshit factor is just unbelievable there. The Fredenstein stuff, I've heard some mixed things about, but it's usually from other manufacturers saying, oh, don't buy that one. So really, I couldn't tell you either way, but I do want to get some cheaper ones in here, put them to the test and see what's going on. So to get notified when those episodes come out, please hit the subscribe button, notification bell, hit the like button, do the YouTube hokey pokey, just let them know you're out there and watching my stuff.
Those kind of guitars sound like a cow having convulsions. Metal music, if I want to call it music, just sound like a bunch of 5-year-olds making noises on a guitar. The only thing that is worse than metal is rap. And when you put the two together, you get crap. Learn to play guitar.
Wow, John Edward, that is incredibly profound reasoning. Thank you ever so much. I've certainly been put in my place. By the way, wonderful comment. Learn how to fucking spell!
Glenn, could you please do a video on how to run pre-recorded vocals through a pedal, for example? Not sure the proper term for doing it with vocals. I have a really nice 80s chorus pedal I want to run the vocals through, but I don't know how. Cheers and fuck you.
Well, to do that and get the impedances right, you need one of these. This is a reamp box. This will take a line level and convert it down to guitar level, which is what your pedal runs at. And then you need to go back into your sound card's DI. This is about $200. If you don't do that, you might run into some issues with grounding and all kinds of nasty shit like that. So just beware. The big question you have to ask yourself is if it's an 80s chorus pedal and if it was popular, there's a very good chance you can find a software version out there for absolutely free. There's a lot of amazing freeware software out there. You can get free VSTs. I did an episode on it last year, top free plugins for metal for 2019. Think I really need to do one for this year. Maybe we'll do a 2021 version. That should be coming up real soon. Seriously though, I wouldn't recommend breaking the bank. Just find some free chorus VSTs and see what you like. There's a very good chance it's going to sound close to what your pedal does.
Glenn! I've never been this early. 2 questions for you. Is the Easy Mix 2 worth investing in? And second, what do you think about Sonarworks headphone calibrating in regards to mixing? Very curious. Also commented, I watched the whole video because I wanted to jump in before everyone else could beat me to it. Fuck from West Michigan.
Easy Mix 2, haven't tried it. I know a lot of guys do it. I know a few of my YouTube friends use it so they can get content out quicker. What do you guys think? Do you want to see a Fearless Gear review on some of the tune-track stuff? I think that might be worth checking out. Let me know in the comments. I'd be very curious about that. As for the Sonarworks stuff, I tried it a couple years ago, but my software is outdated before I could do a video on it. So I've been trying to get a hold of those guys and trying to get my license renewed, but for some reason it just never seems to go through. From what I tried, I liked it, yeah, but I can't do a full review on it yet. We'll see what happens. If anybody knows anybody at Sonarworks, give them a nudge. That'd be really cool.
Great episode, man. I like the format of interviewing people who mixed great albums. I was hoping so much you'd ask him about the backup vocals on P-Cell's best use of too much reverb I've ever heard. Lol. How do you think he got those huge stadium sounds on songs like My Last Words?
No clue. Probably some gang vocals. I imagine they got like the whole band in the room and just kind of did a whole bunch of layers. That's what I do for gang vocals anyway, to get that big sound. And then, yeah, too much reverb. That was a brilliant fucking record. I know a lot of you guys liked it. Hopefully we're going to get to do some more behind the mix videos. I can think of 2 candidates right now I'd really like to get on the show. But this is the thing. If this show takes off, you know what? Well, this could become a regular thing. If you guys want to see more behind the mix episodes, please let me know. And if you haven't checked that one out, please do. I sit down with Paul Lonnie and we talk about the awesome drum and guitar sounds he got on Megadeth P-Cells, and he talked about how he created the hook for the title track, da-na-na-na-na-na-na, with the rest. He put that in. The band didn't put that in. Very interesting. Didn't know that. Totally worked. And they wound up coming up with a metal classic. So there you go.
Absolute Starter Series? Yes, please. Some of us still can't tell the difference between a DAW and an IR, a load box from an attenuator.
All right, man, you asked for it. You got it. I'm going to start that up probably next month. We're going to do, I don't know if it'll be a weekly or bi-weekly series. We'll do the SMG Absolute Beginners series where I show you guys to hook up sound cards, guitars, mics, all that kind of crap, how to set levels. You know, just the stuff you need to get started. I think that might work really well. If you guys want to see more of that, as always, let me know. I've just got a bunch of crap I got to finish up this month, and I'll be more than happy to get into that because, you know, if I can be valuable to you guys, yeah, why the hell not?
Should I worry about getting the mics in phase for this or just put against the grill and play?
That's a great question. When you're using 2 mics, it's a good idea to get them in phase, and usually that is by putting them up against the grill and maybe pulling them back a millimeter just so they're not rubbing up against it and affecting the sound anyway. You know, just kind of dead eye it, see how it goes, see if one mic cancels each other or not. That's the important thing. And flip the polarity on one of them. Make sure you're canceling it out correctly. You know, that should give you a pretty good indicator right away what's going on. The only mic you want to be concerned with that, it would be as if you're like a 57 with an SM7B, because the 7B's got about that much space between the grill and the actual capsule, so you're probably going to want to pull the SM57 back. Other than that, you know, just mess around, see what you can get. In the video I did, which was the greatest guitar tone trick I ever learned, was I think we did a 57 and a Lewitt tom mic, and those paired up real easy. And those Lewitt tom mics go for about $99, and they're absolutely fucking brilliant. Get one if you don't have one, because it's a great second mic for your guitar amp.
Since most of us are using drum samples, could you do a how to mix heavy drum samples? Also, Also, if you could do a comparison between different drum sample softwares, SSD, GGD, AD2, EZD2, that would be awesome. Fuck you from Germany.
You know, this is something I'd really like to know. I wish they had left the polls up because I would ask you guys right now, are you using drum samples at home? Are you using like, sample replaced live drums? Are you using, stuff like Easy Drummer or Get Good Drums? Or are you like me and still an old school mutant and doing, live drums and no samples? I got a sneaky suspicion that's not much of my audience. I am kind of curious if it is most of you guys using sample libraries, that kind of thing. What are you using? I want to know. Leave a comment below. Wow, this is not only the Harley Benton episode, this is the, hey, answer a whole bunch of questions for me episode, because, ultimately the show is about you guys, not about me. So I want to make the kind of content you guys want to see. If you guys want to see an SMG guide to mixing drum samples, and judging by some of the entries I've heard in Oldies But Baddies, and also Merciless Metal Mix reviews, some of you guys could really use some help with that. So, yeah, maybe that might be a good jumping off point. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. If you guys want to see a series on that, mixing sampled drums, yeah, I'd love to do it for you. Let me know.
SMG Harry Palm Looper. Play with yourself.
Well, if I can find somebody to build me a looper pedal, we might just do that.
Hey Glenn, have you checked out the U87 clones available on AliExpress? Just today, I saw one of those with a price tag of just 65 USD. It would be cool if you could make a review of one of those. It's actually good, could be a great starting mic.
Hey dude, you know what? That's an absolutely phenomenal episode suggestion. So I ordered one of those mics. It's on its way. Hopefully it'll be here in a couple weeks. And yes, I will shoot it out against what I think is a great entry-level mic and show you guys what works, what doesn't work, and why you should buy one versus buying the other. I think that'd be really fucking cool. So yeah, it's on its way. Can't wait to do that episode. Dude, thank you so much for the episode suggestion. I always love getting episode suggestions from you guys.
Dude, can we get a Stevie T amp VST review?
Yes, we can. I've already got the software. I'll probably put that out in the next week or two. Maddie, thank you so much for the episode suggestion. Again, love doing episodes based on what you guys want to see. So yeah, no problem, man.
Hey Glenn, playing drums in a band at 14, I was never told about hearing protection until I was maybe 19. I've noticed a loss in my high mid frequencies in my left ear. Does this mean I'll never be able to mix or master? 30 years old, I'm pretty annoyed with myself. Wear hearing protection, kids.
Yes, definitely wear hearing protection. I can't stress that enough, especially if you're playing in bands or a drummer. Even if you're at home practicing, wear hearing protection. You only get one set of ears. Don't fuck them up. Now, as for your hearing loss, it's not going to completely ruin your career. I mean, like I had a firecracker go off in this year when I was 17, and I kind of lost a bit of top end on this side, but somehow I still managed, The thing is, it really depends on you and just how motivated you are and how much you want to make it happen for you. So if you're prepared to work around your disability, you should be absolutely able to do it. But just remember, it's going to be a lot harder than most people, and you're going to have to work that much harder than your competition. As long as you're willing to do that, you should be okay. Good luck, dude. All right, everybody. That's it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing, all that good stuff. Once again, we've got that amazing Pro Mix Academy early Black Friday sale going on today and Sunday. Not Saturday, today and Sunday. And if you buy any course on Pro Mix Academy, you'll get access to the SMG Premium Discord, where you'll be getting personal mix evaluations from yours truly. So if you want to get in on that, follow the link on the description below and grab yourself a course. I highly recommend getting the Killer Guitar Tones bundle or the Metal Production bundle. Both of them are absolutely killer deals, and you're only going to be able to get them for the Black Friday sale and the pre-Black Friday sale. Anyway, before we sign off here, I just want to give you guys a little word of wisdom, and this is from Matthew Stacy. He says, fake drums are like sex dolls. You can use them, but you should be ashamed of yourself.